Hi, I'm Jenny with Coco Daisy, and in this video we are unboxing the Scrapbooking and Creative Kits from the November 2025 Moss and Mirth collection. I am going to go ahead and dig right into the Scrapbooking Kit. Our Scrapbooking Kit comes in this heavy-duty plastic folder that also has a Velcro closure. It's great for storing the kit, of course, but it's also great for wrangling other items or taking things on the go. It's really a great little folder. All right, so this kit comes with 2 sheets of 8.5 by 6 white cardstock. This is great for using as a base for your project, for creating blank cards, for matting photos, lots of different uses for white cardstock, and I find that you can never have too much. Then we also have 6 sheets of patterned paper, and they are also 8.5 by 6 inches. They are double-sided, so you don't have to choose between which pattern you want to use. So for example, we have this lovely sort of, I'm gonna call it like a forest floor scene. I'm not sure that's what it, really is, but that's what it reminds me of. And then it also has the watercolor wash, and then the back has this beautiful sort of watercolor plaid. This has the print of like a birch tree, like birch bark. And then the back has these sort of, I don't know how to describe it, what it is, but it kind of reminds me of like an abstract leaves. Then we have this green and brown plaid, and the back side has these fern leaves. Remember, this is the same as this one, so we have that watercolor plaid, the back of the birch, and then this is that other plaid. So all of those beautiful pattern papers are included in the Scrapbooking Core Kit. Now also included are these puffy alphabet stickers. They're just kind of a creamy tan, neither cream nor tan, I would say, in my opinion. They're a little bit of both. And then a sheet of rub-on transfers. Lots of beautiful images, and then a couple of watercolor swatches, and then the word grateful. We also have some chipboard stickers, and there's a variety of them here. You see at the bottom there are 3 large tags, and then there are some circles, and then a handful of other different shapes with various phrases and patterns included. There is also a super cute sheet of embossed puffy stickers. I love these. I don't know if you have seen these from Coco Daisy before, but they just definitely have lots of dimension, not only from the puffiness, but from the embossing. It's very cool. We also have our self-adhesive ephemera, or if you want to call them die-cut stickers. Either way, it's basically the same thing. So there's lots of different things included. So there's like a leaf, and it says all warm and cozy on it. We have a little skinny tag. The warm and cozy is my favorite. On the menu, some mushrooms. And then this little field notes. It's very cute. This one says, a season to be grateful, autumn favorites, give thanks, the beauty of nature. This one says, another beautiful autumn day, mushroom, and then a flag. Now also we have our glitter dots. I love this color palette. Isn't it beautiful? There is also some vellum circles that have some gold foil details. So these are very cool. They are just, as I said, little vellum sheets of paper, basically, that have gold foil on them. So like this one has some leaves around the edges, and then this one is like a label. Just hoping you can catch some of that gold foil. Now this one says cherish, gather, notice, wander, remember, and still. And then here again is some like branches slash leaves around the edges. And then we have two, oh, this one says, "There is beauty in simplicity," a different little wreath, just a nice dotted edge. And then this one in this moment, it says twice, and then some little branches also. If you want to see better photos or digital renderings, you can do that on the subscribe page of our website. If you click on each kit, you can see all the photos, projects, so much more. All right, we also have this super beautiful ribbon. I like it because this side has the tan with the sort of cream colored stitching, and then obviously the back side is also lovely and usable, but it's just really beautiful and has a nice texture for this. And of course, a 3x4 stamp set that also comes in the stamp sleeve. And last but not least, we have a roll of washi tape. The background is that birch bark, and then there are some splatters of paint in like green and sort of tan. It's really very cool, like an awesome neutral, but yet a little bit more interesting. So this is the Scrapbooking Core Kit, and you can subscribe and receive this kit exactly as I shared it with you, or you can subscribe and receive this kit with one of our add-ons. So let's go ahead and take a look at the add-ons. All right, the first one is our Simple Daisy notebook. And our Simple Daisy notebook is the same size as a standard traveler's notebook. It has this heavy-duty craft cover, and then when you open it up, it has the printed cover. This month it is the birch bark. And then we get right into it. The pages alternate between different, this is a grid with the patterned paper, but then we also have, this is a dot grid, patterned paper. It is wonderful for scrapbooking, but it would be fantastic for journaling as well. And honestly, I think you could probably use it for planning too. If you were somebody who plans in a really creative, fun way, I think there's absolutely workarounds for that. All of these patterns are beautiful, and you can see it's held together by two staples in the center, and it's just full of all kinds of beautiful designs for you to add your stories or your journaling or your memories. Super cute, right? And then also the craft back cover. And then this says, "Making your daily schedule more grounded." All right, so this is the Simple Daisy notebook. And you can subscribe to this one as an add-on with the Scrapbooking Kit, or you can subscribe to it with our planner kit, or you can subscribe to it just the notebook itself. Now the next one is our pocket cards. Now you can see that they come in two different sizes. We have both 4x6 and 3x4. I'm going to go ahead and share with you the 4x6 first. So we have this November Stories, and the back side has that beautiful vintage pattern with the floral. And then we have this Rooted in the Quiet Moments, Thankful and Grateful. These are great because it leaves lots of room for, say, if you wanted to add photos or journaling or just embellishing it and having fun with it. Either way, there is room for that on a card like this as well. And then here's our monthly calendar. And same thing on several of these cards. So you can just use them as they come, no additions needed, or you can use them with your photos and journaling. All right, now our 3x4 cards are the same idea. They are also double-sided, and they include lots of cards that are just fully decorative, or also include where you can add different parts of yourself, journaling, photos, things like that. So right here, thankful for the small things. And then there's plenty of lines for you to add your journaling, or you can cover up the lines with a photo. underneath, this was so delish, it says, "Still thinking about that bite." Between the falling leaves and the first frost. Today I want to remember, and then again there are lines for journaling. However, you can add a photo or any other items to that. This says "Gather with a grateful heart," in case you cannot read that. There is a harmony in autumn and a luster in its sky. This is the season to tend to your roots. Gather the quiet moments. And then you have a monthly calendar with both a Sunday start and a Monday start. An ideal day of rest. Okay, so these are the pocket cards, and you can subscribe to these as an add-on to our scrapbooking kit, or you can subscribe to just the pocket cards on their own. Now I'm going to show you the last one of our add-ons, and that is our 12 by 12 patterned paper. Now our 12 by 12 patterned paper are, you guessed it, 12 inches by 12 inches, and they are also double-sided. I'd like to mention that all of these products that I am sharing with you, the simple notebook, the patterned paper, the pocket cards, they are printed at a printer somewhat locally to Cocoa Daisy using recycled papers and recycled inks. All right, so we have this lovely dark green pattern, and on the back is the plaid. Here's that plaid, remember the dark green. And then we have this pattern we talked about in the scrapbooking kit, and then the birch on the back. Trying to find the other one, I got it mixed up in here. Here we go. Okay, so here is that birch. Then we have this just full sheet of the sort of ferns, so pretty. Then we have this, it's got the birch, it's got the watercolor, it's really very cool. And then you have a whole bunch of different words. The whole thing is just so lovely. And again, if you would like a closer look at any of these, you should absolutely head over to our website and check out the subscribe page. There are photos, digital renderings. You can see everything, you know, in a still way without having to stop and pause and check out what I am sharing with you here if you didn't get a good enough look. And then here is that brown one. Again, I didn't get that in here. It goes right here. So those are the 12 by 12 patterned papers, and they are, as I said already about the other items, they are available as an add-on with our scrapbooking kit, or you can subscribe to these by themselves. So you can do that on our website, and subscribers can do that in their subscriber portal. How about a look at our Moss and Mirth Creative Kit? All right, I'm going to start with the new addition to this kit. You saw this last month, but it is this extra large paper pad, and it has 2 of each papers included. Now, the paper is a little bit of a lighter weight. I did this, the white splotches on here, I did this. I stuck some washi tape to this paper, so I don't want you to think that that is a defect. It's not, it's something that I did. So you can see right there, it's very perfect. And it is a little bit lighter weight. It works wonderfully for tearing and layering and adding to all your projects, or simply if you don't prefer a heavier weight cardstock, this paper pad might be perfect for you. Aren't they beautiful? They're just lots of different types of papers. You absolutely have ones that are a little bit more muted or subtle, and then you have some with the larger scale designs as well. So this is our extra large paper pad that is included in this kit. And then we also have a sheet of our rub-on transfers, and you can see that this one has a bunch of different sizes of individual decorative elements, and then it also has a handful of the watercolor splashes or splotches or whatever that you want to call them. We also have our Deco cards. So they come in the cute little craft envelope. And these are wonderful for just attaching to your projects. Obviously they're great. Go ahead, adhere them, do whatever works best for your project, but they tuck in little pockets, things like that. Proof that you can keep it low key and still be kind of a big deal. There's magic in the quiet ones, the ones who grow slowly, humbly, and close to the earth. In the hush of the woods, I remember myself. Thankful and grateful. And then currently booked and busy with cinnamon soft blankets and absolutely no plans. All right, then we also have our self-adhesive ephemera and tabs. So we have a little green pine cone and then also a small leaf. Plus we have the leaves with the mushrooms, another little pine cone, cute little mushrooms, and we also have a weekend banner with a plaid sort of pattern on there, mushrooms and the ferns, and then a larger cluster of those. We also have our small little tabs. They come in a variety of the patterns and colors, and they're just so cute and little, and they're great for different pages of planners and mini albums and journals. They just work really well. Again, these are self-adhesive. You simply pull off the back and stick them to your project. Now this also has this kit also has this really cool sort of like canvas material tag, and then it has that stitched edge. It's very cool. I don't know if you can see this down here, but it says CD and then 2 slashes and co. It's super adorable. And then we have our little washi sticker book that has a variety of different images. Again, these are stickers, so all you have to do is peel them right out and stick them onto your project. There are lots and lots of just really great images in here. And again, some of these even would work really well for layering too. I know maybe you're thinking like, what? But like right here, there's a vintage with the little butterfly, the plaid. So they're not all completely just like a big mushroom or something like that. Some of them are great for layering and adding. So that is most of them. I didn't go through all of them, but they are all very similar to that. And then we have a washi cutter. It is, I'm gonna move this up a little bit so you can see it. It is, you can see right there, the mushrooms and the leaves. And then it also has this bead chain on it. So if you want to attach it to your planner or a bag or a pouch or something like that, you can do that with the cute little washi cutter too. And then we have 2 rolls of washi tape. We have this regular size roll right here. And then we also have the skinny green with the vines on it. So this is the Moss and Mirth Creative Kit, and you can subscribe to this one on our website.